Do not touch your phone. Right after today's tech update, we're diving into a must-hear call from my weekend Kim Commando show that you can get as a podcast. It's called Kim Commando Today. Today, let's talk about justice, about how all of the artists and writers whose work has been simply stolen from them to program the millions of AI algorithms can ever be compensated. I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN, which uses trusted server technology to never keep logs of user data. Get an extra 3 months free at expressvpn.com/Kim. When you look at ChatGPT and all of AI through the eyes of those it has stolen from, you may view it in a completely new way. Yes, it's fun, futuristic, and glitzy, but perhaps AI is also the single largest theft of intellectual and creative property in human history. No matter how you slice it, AI is and always has been built on the top of a Mount Everest-sized theft of creative professionals' hard work. No one discusses it, no one takes responsibility, no one investigates, no one prosecutes. Where is Congress, the Department of Justice? Where is the outrage? Who will pay the victims? How come we're just letting this happen? Get Tech Smarts the easy way with my free newsletter at GetKim.com. Okay, as promised, here's a standout call for my show. Dawn in Lansing, Michigan. Hi there, Dawn.
Hi, Kim. It's great to talk to you. I'm a fan of the show, your articles in AARP, and thank you for combining the newsletters.
Oh, one a day, right?
Right. It's great.
You know what? Thank you. As it was getting to be too much work for me to do two a day. And then I started thinking, like, if it's too much work for me to do two a day, it's probably too much work to read two a day. So
yeah, it was a little overwhelming. So thank you for doing that.
My pleasure. So what's happening?
Well, I would like to know when emails are deleted, how long do they stay on the server, such as Yahoo or Gmail? I'm wondering if it's a month, if it's a year, or as long as you have an account with them. Why
do you ask?
I'm asking because as I was cleaning out emails from years ago, I got to thinking about two things. One, I lost an email, a recipe my grandmother gave me about 4 years ago, and she passed 4 years ago. And I thought, I wonder if there was any way I could ever get that back if it was deleted. And then the second side of that, I had a concern is I had my tax returns a few years ago, and it came through email, and I deleted that email. So then I started thinking, I wonder if that information, because it's private, is really gone. So when I'm really deleting something, is it really gone?
Well, yes and no. I know that's a terrible answer, isn't it? Okay. Gmail, what they say is that it's in the trash folder for 30 days, and then it goes into the intergalactic bit bucket. We don't know where it goes. Okay. Yahoo says 7 days. But it's always interesting to me that when we have lawsuits, that somehow email is resurrected from years past, right? You're like, right. Where did that really come from? And here's the reason why, is that some of these email providers, of course, they don't want to get involved in every lawsuit, so they have certain policies. And that's where you have subpoenas and, like I mentioned, lawsuits come into play to see if they can maybe get some type of documentation, email, whatever, out of their backups or out of their archives, because they do have to keep things backed up for data loss and system failures, right? I mean, disaster recovery, it happens even to them. And archives. Right. Some businesses need to archive things for longer years based upon whatever their business needs at that particular time. Maybe they have some compliance issues, some legal issues. Now, as far as you getting back this recipe 4 years ago, it ain't never going to happen. I'm sorry. I wish that there was a magical window that I could send you to, because, you know, we all love our grannies and we all loved what they cooked, right?
Right.
And we all have great memories of them. Although I'll tell you, my granny, she didn't really cook very much, but let me tell you something. This woman could party like nobody's business. I mean, I'm talking like, you know, a 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon every single day. Okay. And a pack of Pall Malls. All right. Okay. So, you know, and it was always party town at Granny's. It was, you know, Elvis was on the record player. I mean, it was just, you know, things were just happening. And so you might be thinking like, well, how long did Granny live? Right? I mean, think about this. A 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon and a pack of Pall Malls every single day. Okay. She was 86. Okay. So,
wow.
And I'm sitting there going, all right, I exercise every day. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't eat processed foods. I don't eat meat. I mean, you know, so it's like, not sure what happened.
That's amazing.
But you may be able to get a copy of the recipe by looking into your own backups. Your local mail programs.
Okay.
If you saved, if you still have email from decades sitting on an AOL address or a Yahoo address or a Gmail address, so you can go back. Say, for example, like if you go to Gmail, I always find if I'm trying to search for something on my email, I can normally go into gmail.com. I find it easier to do that than in the mail app, and then type in certain parameters, certain words. It just seems to pop up easier for me than going through Apple Mail. And also on your Windows PC and on your Mac, you can always use that search box. A lot of people think like, oh, I have to search for a file name. No, you can search for anything. If it was it a picture of a recipe, or was it an honest to gosh text or email?
No, it was just a picture of one, and I do think I probably could find it, and even if not through that, possibly a family member. So
yeah, So unfortunately, that's kind of the long answer to say no. Okay, sorry, but as long as there are other ways that you can get this information, that's really what it is. Kind of think outside the box. Like, you're not going to be able to go back to Google or Yahoo or Hotmail, whoever it is, saying, "Hi, I really want this back. It was been years." No. You probably have it somewhere on your system. And Dawn, thank you for your call. A standing ovation to you for tuning in. Yay! Now, if you're puzzled by a tech issue, here's your call to action. Head to komando.com, select Email Kim. I read each and every note like it's the final round in a tech trivia game. And you can amp up your tech know-how by getting my free daily newsletter. It's just waiting for you over at getkim.com.